president's up and tweeting this morning, taking on social media. President Trump tweeting, social media is totally discriminating against Republican and conservative voices, speaking loudly and clearly for the Trump administration. We won't let that happen. They are closing down the opinions of many people on the right, while at the same time doing nothing to others. Very interesting that we have somebody who's been through this very situation, Candace Owens, who's been speaking out and had a very strong voice that will not be silenced. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you guys for having me.
So what do you make of what's happening on social media right now?
It is a very real problem. As you guys know, was banned off of Twitter, but I also just got out of Facebook jail for 7 days.
Congratulations.
Yes, I didn't make any noise about that one, but there's serious discrimination going on, political discrimination. They are trying to propel voices that are liberal, propel voices that are Democrat, and silence those that are conservative, especially those that support our great president.
And I would say especially minority voices. But what exactly are they afraid of? What do you think? I mean, you're in this world.
Well, they're realizing all of their worst fears, which is that they no longer can control the majority with their lies and their aggressive rhetoric. And people are starting to wake up and understand that they have been duped and they have been lied to. I think for me, listen, I present a new perspective to the minority community. Black Americans, we're seeing the approval ratings for Donald Trump go up in that regard, 36%, the recent Rasmussen poll. So they don't like it. They feel that they're losing control, and they are upping everything that they're doing to stop it.
The defense for Twitter and for Facebook and other social media organizations is that the algorithm is highlighting certain words that are hate speech, but how come it always seems the quote-unquote hate speech is always conservative, and it's never any liberal voices?
It's weird, as we saw with Sarah Jeong replacing the word black, the white with black, or white with Jewish. They instantly allow that algorithm. It locked me out of my profile, but her tweets are still up. She didn't even go back and delete them. So it is very interesting how that seems to be. What is that algorithm?
By the way, Candace, up 10% also with Hispanics, so it's not just African Americans. Do you think that competition is the problem, that Facebook just owns this space, and that would be the answer, like somebody coming up with an alternative platform?
But that's not allowed either, because you saw that Gab tried to do that with Twitter, creating an alternative platform. What happens is that they get banned out of the Apple Store. So they're working together, and we know they're working together because they all happen to ban Alex Jones on the exact same day, right? Spotify, Apple, Facebook. That's very strange.
We've got another example we've been talking about this morning, which is PragerU. They put out these videos that were supposed to highlight how free speech is being stifled on campuses, for example, and ironically, now they're being stifled. Listen to this.
Imagine a group of activists so powerful that they could beam their propaganda directly into your brain. Unfortunately, you don't have to imagine it. It's real. It's Hollywood.
Consider the many reasons why baseball deserves to be the national pastime. The game especially suited to our democracy.
You are totally free to express your political views. No one is going to tell you what you can say or how you can say it, right? But what if you thought you'd be audited by the IRS or have your business boycotted? It's happening to Americans right now.
Well, Facebook censored that. Now they put out a statement saying we mistakenly removed these videos and have restored them because they don't break our standards. This will reverse any reduction in content distribution you've experienced. We're very sorry and are continuing to look into what happened with your page. And Candace, this seems to happen again and again. Here you got George Will with his bow tie saying, hey, baseball's really cool.
Who knew he was so subversive?
George Will.
Yeah, they always seem to get caught. It's always an apology, and they get their hand in the cookie jar and they go, oops, we didn't mean to do that. And it is funny how it seems to happen accidentally to so many conservative people and groups. And PragerU, could there be anything that's more safe, more proper, more vanilla, if you will? They really don't push the limits, and they're getting banned, which is extremely problematic.
By the way, a little scoop I got to pass along. So the other night, Thursday night, I'm out with a couple of my buddies, Barry and Jeff. Jeff's an investor in Quality Italian, a great restaurant here. And who do I run into? But Candace Owens is having dinner there with Eric and Laura Trump. So I have to ask you, what's going on? Are you talking to them about getting more involved in the campaign? You talking strategy? What's happening?
I just love Eric and Laura Trump. They're amazing. You know, Laura is someone that I look up to. She's such an example of a strong woman. She never gets any praise, neither does Ivanka, but the things that she's gone through, and I look up to her in many ways. And we're just always talking about how we can make things bigger. We're doing a really big event at Turning Point USA, the Young Black Leadership Summit.
Is that October?
That's in October, and we definitely will have the first family involved in many ways to be able to directly speak to the Black community.
Candace, it's hard to believe that you only stepped out as a conservative 1 year year ago.
It's the anniversary this weekend.
Absolutely. And we want to show a little clip here of your first video.
I think I might be a conservative. Look, it was a crazy election cycle, a lot of emotions. I simply think that we should maybe put the economical future of this country ahead of the social issues. That is all.
And you were playing the role of your parents being outraged that you're a conservative.
Yes, it's so amazing. It makes me so sentimental. I mean, look, a year ago, I was a girl on YouTube with the dream, an idea, a hope that maybe I could wake up the Black community into understanding that we've been voting for policies that have destroyed our families. I could never have imagined that it would lead to me meeting the president, meeting the First Family, having lunch with Laura and Eric, Kanye West, getting rushed out of restaurants by Antifa. It's been an amazing...
Meeting with Kanye West. I mean, amazing.
You could do without the Antifa part.
Exactly. It's been an amazing year. I'm so grateful to everyone that's followed me, that's supported me, to Turning Point USA, to Charlie Kirk. It's been such a blessing. And guess what? We're just getting started. So
well, Candace, Turning Point hired you to do urban engagement, and you sure did. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me.
Awesome.